Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Crusader Kings 3 Sicily here on the Lord Mass channel. Yes, we are back in Sicily. You know, a small part of insular Sicily, as we're in the island of Malta, the Imara of Malta. And some of you are asking, out of all the places for you to settle down after years of wandering, why Malta? Well, I'll tell you why. Because this here is where we've established a Mediterranean pirate den here, and also we are developing it rapidly, and also formed the Maltese culture, which I did that, diverged from Siculo-Arabic culture, which we maintained most characteristics except that we did away with the poetry thing, because there's no room for poetry here, so we're keeping most of the characteristics. And keeping the seafarers, that's been good to me. But we replaced poetry with piracy. Yeah, that's right. We're into piracy now. And in 19 months we will establish stalwart defenders, which is for the defense force in case Malta is attacked. And these fortification line of buildings can be built one era earlier, which is good. And for all of the Maltese characters, that's plus 10 defender advantage as well as controlled territory defender advantage. And the garrison size here will be larger. So we're a bit more defensive intensive, but also into piracy, which we take inspiration from the other pirates in the Mediterranean. So now we're the newest breed of Mediterranean pirate here. But we will get into piracy, the act of it, very soon. Like, how did we get the development up so fast? Well, it's by these things. Merrick's Processing Center, which is currently being replaced. Recent waves of Arabic migrants. Negotiations with strongholds. Grand Connaught. Investments in tuna fishing. This is a developing county. Existing developments condemned. Lithuania due to our dynasty legacy. No development from fellow neighbors. Centralization, that's a perk from stewardship. Merrick's Processing Center. Fishing net waivers. Guild halls. Mediterranean pirate markets. New silver coins minted. Consensus colonizers. Inspector. Still have the holy site of Baghdad for the faith. And the fact that we're Maltese culture along with the county capital here in Malta. Thank you, Master Saldan. One day, I would love to see you get your land back. At the same time, we're still building buildings. No valid tax lots. They may enable next month. The boss is the dynasty head of Nicephorus. Ah, right. Prayer halls constructed. Money's going elsewhere because I'm about to do something here very soon. An activity. Because before we get into the nitty-gritty of piracy, let's first do a monument expedition. We've seen one done in Leptis Magna, which we've already done that, as that specimen is already visited. So basically, anywhere within the so you could go as far as up there or there. So instead, we're actually going to do it right here in Malta. This is probably going to sound silly in text. One, we don't have to travel. And two, the point of interest, thieves' hideout. Recruit competent scribes. Two very competent mark characters will join here. Yeah, I'm willing to spend a fortune on that. Gain more culture acceptance and strong hooks and those who recruit. It'll be knowledge hoarding again. So we're going to do it right here. The Pirates Hideout isn't a monument, but I wonder what the text would say. Also, no stone unturned. Development growth. And of course, with that, control growth goes up. The sight of the Dial of Malta fills me with awe and a keen sense of curiosity about the stories it holds. Every stone, every carving at the thieves' hideout whispers ancient knowledge. We just built that recently. What are we talking about? I eagerly set off on my journey around this site to anticipate the discoveries that lie ahead. Strategies, tactics, earthworks, it's all of interest, so we'll go for that. Knowing that I'm going to be leading my pirates out, so getting some martial would be good. Do you desire companionship, my lord? A woman whispers seductively, running a finger across her generous rear. No matter your desire, I'm sure to please, she continues softly. I can relax your body with warm oils, or pleasure your mind by reading riddle poems, or if your desires are more carnal, then I could be yours for the night. Oh boy. She has lived near the thieves' hideout for most of her life, so she must have a lot to tell me about it. So I desire company in a form of conversation. So this will increase the chance of one extra skill point in a row. So I'll pay her. I eat the Maltese sambusa. As the silhouette of the imposing structure breaks the horizon, anticipation swells within me. As I arrive at the location, its unique character and sense of history exudes are immediately apparent. It stands as a testament to the enduring legacy of this land, and each aspect of this place tells a story waiting to be discovered. Time to make notes. Get your miniature thieves' hideout here. The peddler's voice echoes loudly across the marketplace. Upon closer inspection, I noticed that clay trinkets have been made of remarkable quality. Everything is there, down to the tiniest detail. It's honestly unbelievably good. Made them by hand, my lord. Would you like to purchase one? This clay miniature purchase also depicts a thieves' hideout. No, they're now indirectly subsidized by the state to prey on mutual enemies part of this region. Oh, it's the exact descriptions of the building. Okay. You must show me how you made them. Cats are everywhere around these parts. There's not a corner, nook, or crane without a sleeping cat there. There are even cats sleeping amongst the quiet alcoves of the thieves' hideout. Suddenly, a sprightly kitten nestles away past my legs, almost beckoning towards the alley I didn't see before. How curious. 99% chance that I get a big snow case, 1% chance I get mugged. The cat guides me to an interesting stone tablet. 60% chance of increase. Time has come to pack my things and head home. I wandered the grounds of the thieves' hideout and see many sights, made notes and drawings, met with the local Maltese Siculo-Arabs. I do not believe we'll forget this journey time soon. Farewell, thieves' hideout. Farewell, beautiful Malta, even though I live here. Marshal increased by 1, but I didn't gain further skill point. Oh well. I just wanted to do that simply for the sake of it. And to get my marshal out before I go. And you can't do another one until 3 years. Fair enough. Because I would like to go up there. Okay. So we'll raise his raiders. It's going to be of those numbers. While others, like Norman adventurers, the Conroys, that's heavy cavalry. Against archers and light cavalry, that's Normans only. Norse, Normans. Yeah, all these, they stayed here for security. While our real force will be heading off. And I know which place we must strike first. Think about the weakest. Theirs has less development. It's a smaller island. Start small. We'll be there in 5 months. Even though we do get money by other means, but I wanted to do some piracy personally. Wooden barracks built. Yeah, that'll slightly hinder the development growth, but that's good enough. So we need to increase the levy size here. As does the small stables. So to increase the size of our levies, meaning more gold to carry. And if we're feeling bold, we can go raid Sardinia. That's more divided. Small stables constructed. You know, we should have gone for that option. And that too. I don't suppose we have any reavers around here. Theodore, my important stewards, presented me today with a proposal to put a special tax to be paid by my subjects in my domain. I'll bring a sizable amount of gold in my coffers at some once. However, this tax is far from being reasonable, and one can expect resistance to the collectors in my counties. With the insurance that I could even demand to collect more than my steward originally planned, I must make a decision on how to proceed. I guess we'll implement the original plan. This dynasty loses some renown for this act, but my dread can't get any higher, and the control level is going to go down, and people will not be happy with that result. No, we have no reavers. Yes, I know. I'm very dreadful. And there's nothing much I could do to bring it down. Because I am who I am. $40 A frontier raid. No thanks. In the middle of piracy here. We raided the place. Got the mayor's daughter. I noted as a light that my pirate fleet keeps returning with their cargo holds a good amount of valuables. Prizes are also taken with some regularity, which is a nice boon. Oh no, it's good to be a pirate lord this time. 70 gold. Alright. Spend it on upgrading the barracks. Also, get the control back up. Income isn't as great as it once was. My fortune grew significantly with my subjects paying for it. Oh no, I have more gold to spend as I see fit. Good income source. Yes, 106. 8 gold, it's not much, but they're in the middle of intervening in the war, so they left themselves vulnerable. As a matter of fact, they're on the receiving end of a war. Oh, jackpot. Look. A lot more loot here, because they have buildings. Stefania's comely. And also discovered manorialism. Watch us get coinage next. And because of the development of where we are now, there's a 52% chance to gain 0.86 progress each month. Since there's only one county of our culture, and that's in this island. The higher the development, the higher the chance to make some progress. Recently, I came up with the idea of hiring a very talented individual to teach some of us in my realm the arts of guerrilla warfare. Now the important bit is I'm supposed to attend a whole class, thus improving my skills in this particular type of warfare. Of course, if I fail to learn the subject, I will cause a bad impression that will soon be made public. In the end, to protect my status, yeah, I'll either refuse financing the course for everyone or accept and participate in all the endeavor. I refuse to finance. Can't really afford them all. Our scouts report there is no imminent risk of an enemy attack tonight. As I watch my soldiers fatigue from the day's march, set up yet another camp. I cannot help but wonder if tonight's respite is our last. My last. If the battle is joined tomorrow, might I not be slain? And what of starvation, exposure, disease, accidents? Life is never as fragile as during wartime. If today were to prove my last day, how should I spend the evening? With my friend, Theodore. upgrade the stables. It's not like faster speed, but it definitely helps for Arconi, and also adds more levies. Oh, you want it back? Here you go. Defensive measures. +1 fort level, and further increase the garrison size. Sometimes kind of wish I was like, okay, we should have, you know, gotten living off the land for faster raid speed. But we're doing well here. My spies inform me the waters and ports controlled by Princessa Andakina Yanas are teeming afraid of plunder. I must decide if it's worth to target this particular ruler by unleashing my pirate fleet upon her waters and ports. Order your pirate fleet to raid our coast. My dread is still at 100, but I get 107 gold and shall now become rivals. Target of a piracy operation. Yeah, well, what are you gonna do about it? Hostage been slain. Why are you the dynasty head? All that. Captain Saldan is the house head. In an army, and he is traveling. Okay, well, we're done raiding, and whenever he's done traveling, of whatever the hell he's doing, I gotta have dialogue with him. Abu Bakr, you are the charismatic negotiator. Oh, you'll definitely do. You would most certainly do. There's another building that has to be built over in Lampedusa. Given the strategic location of this little island here, in which, well, we haven't stationed them yet, but they haven't engaged in combat yet. We'll be fine. Like, I would build hill forts, and then whenever we get another building slot for our culture from another, get hill farms. So a hill fort is to be built here. We can make it into a large city. Aha. Adds more tax. Well, to the mayor, that in turn gives more money to me. Yes. And same applies to temple grounds. More from me. Oh, I'm happy with this arrangement. Independence War. These realms, including Sicily, wish to become independent from the Fatimids. Excellent. That means we shouldn't worry about the Fatimids thinking about retaking Malta. While I will continue with the development. I think this is one more area to raid, then we're done with it. As this one does not provide much. Sophia, my youngest, she is very strong. She's hale and strong. And the Maltese culture has now embraced the stalwarts defenders tradition. Oh, we got a disease. Abdullah's pox. Oh, it's a major disease. It's here. This is smallpox. Smallpox ain't nothing to mess with. We gotta stop this, or there'll be some grave digging to do. Bodies are being buried, or whatever's going on with them. This will hinder our progress of development because of the diseases here. Not to mention the control. Control the plague. Stop this. Isolate the capital. I will lose the legitimacy over this and enter seclusion. But you cannot, because I'm out raiding. We've not returned yet. Oh, my family. My family's going to be infected by smallpox. And I'm not there for them. Oh, no. Oh, no. Just when we were getting started. What? We have this now, so if anybody dares to attack Malta, they'll regret it. It's a major outbreak. Do what you can, sir. Because the entire island's infected by disease. Nobody's died yet, as it's... Again, it started in Monastir, and it was immediately brought over here, so it's normal. It's gonna be a few months before I come back here. I guess we already had a casualty. Yep, there's been a couple now. Doulas pox. Got your daughter-in-law. The settlement of Mandanata Mayruka is an important stronghold in the Greater America. Fallen to my raiders. We have we've run the vast tracts of land and many of the quivering subjects, shining treasures of Doktal Jerusalem. Troops stand ready, waiting my command to give direction. I think we got a good enough loot here. So, captured skilled slaves for Malta. So, the development growth of Malta will increase by 40. Big jump, big jump. Now it's time to return home. Well, everything is diseased and development is to be hindered. And look at that, you can build these one era early. Yes. This will make this island much more fortified. And that includes over in Lampedusa as well. So, no enemy's gonna touch this island now. All we gotta do is bring in the loot. The, just died. I'm sorry I couldn't be there. Oh, someone who's got smallpox. Once you survive smallpox, you'll be immune from it. Oh, and there's worsening disease symptoms. Oh, I'm gonna lose some good, talented children. I mean, they're all talented. Even the physician is sick, too. Once I step forward, I gotta be in seclusion immediately. This is just terrible timing. Went off to raid, and then disease has come to Malta, hindering the development progress just a little bit, but we're still doing all right. I got ill. I'm ill at sea. If you catch smallpox while you're ill, Antipatra has recovered. What about my heir? Havavaka. He hasn't caught it yet. I wish he was here with me. Like, I'll put him in a retinue and tell him, okay, you're coming with us whenever we raid again. We're all going to be here for that. He's recovered. Zenith is recovered. Good. No sign of ending anytime soon for Malta. Hey up. Sun recovers. Here comes the loot, and also prestige is about to be lost in return. Raid loot delivered. That was a big one. Now, for God's sakes, enter seclusion. Get in here. Carried far away from the stake of the capital's heart late at night, I and my family may remain distant from the people of the realm until such time as the right to emerge. Communication will be limited and my throne will feel empty. We should remain safe from the death and decay beyond the far first 4 miles walls. Lock the door. Now, in the meantime, build up the fortifications. This would especially help the control growth around here. This will be an island fortress. My friend just died. Smallpox claimed him too. Build a sick house for future reference. At least it didn't reach Salerno, but it has certainly reached here, and it's a deadly disease. Contact Mediterranean pirates. We'd like to acquire booty. And why? Because we need money for continued construction of whatever we need, and also, oh, the amount of damage that this disease costs might be used for relief. There are a group of pirates active in the Mediterranean who I have connections with who have agreed not to target my territories and to help me when we have shared mutual interests. Recently, I've acquired And a number of these pirates have acquired a good deal of booty from a raid somewhere. As part of our agreements, they've handed over a portion of this booty, which includes all manners of excellent commodities, from slaves to gold, weapons, food, precious art, and more. Ah, what lovely booty they have. 106! Very good. Let me help you with financing to build a Carver's Guild for increased tax income and also development growth here. Every little bit helps to keep this island rapidly developed, especially when we're out of, you know, when we're out of that smallpox business. Yeah. Lampedusa is showing signs of recovery. And soon, same for Gozo and Taxi. Sick house constructed. She's intelligent. Of course, there is potential for it to be reinfected. Astronomers around the world reported the most fascinating, unprecedented anomaly, the appearance of a new star in the sky. Stars appearing out of nowhere is abnormal, but hardly unheard of. What is extraordinary about this new star is that it is extremely bright, even more than Venus, which is normally the brightest celestial body after the sun and the moon. In fact, ordinary people have reported seeing it during the day, too. Many are debating whether this unusual star is just a minor, if odd, phenomenon, or an event of great importance. Regardless, astronomers who are observing it say they have some strange properties and behaviors. For example, it dims or brightens or flickers almost at random, or it disappears for weeks at a time. One can only wonder what this new star represents, or why it is the way it is, and how long will it stay in the sky. Should sponsor astronomers to record some observations on the way. I'm sure some event's going to pop up to get us out of debt from the recent pirate raids that I'm still financing. SN1006, as it's called nowadays, it was a supernova about 7,200 light years away, which appeared in 1006, is the brightest observed stellar event in recorded history that we know of. The SN1006 was attached to records from all across the world, from official Chinese histories to a text by Iranian scholar Ibn Sina to the annals of the Abbey of St. Gall in Switzerland, and more. Based on these sources, scholars have calculated that the supernova was first sighted in April of 1006. It may have been visible for a few more years after that. There were two subsequent supernova events during the medieval period, in 1054 and 1181. These were not as bright as the SN1006. Both were attested in the Chinese and Japanese records, and by a Nestorian Arab source in the case of 1054. But the other records of sightings of these two places around the world are debatable. Get it? This is a masterwork journal. I don't even know why I'm using this, but this does not give you prestige, but it does give me some travel speed if I'm going to places. Why aren't you using that? That gives you stewardship. Anyways, this book, you didn't just read it. The Maltese account of the 1006 supernova. This text records the various observations various Maltese astronomers made concerning the 1006 supernova. The brightest observed stellar event in recorded history. A large new star was seen in the sky for a few weeks and possibly as long as a couple of years. Due to extraordinary event of this nature, Amir Isma'il encouraged local scholars to write down some notes about it for posterity. Yeah, use that book so we could travel faster by sea. Wait, you're not at sea right now. I think you're going to have to go back and forth to one another. Because one, stewardship gain. It's become a habit to walk shuttle daily. I'm not sure which was enjoy the fresh air and sun the most. Shuttle bounds in and looks back at me and barks, says, "Say, catch up." And on we walk. I gained a walking dog. My health is fine, but a medium health boost, that's fine. For a couple of years, anyhow. We'll get out of the depths soon enough, not to worry. Additional payment. In a recent trade of farmers saw the possession of a large herd of cattle. I bet it's sure that the animals are highest quality, but the question is what should be done with them remains. It's a beautiful word, but it could be larger. 80% chance that the breeding project is successful. Nope, it failed. Damn. Simple earthworks built. Stefania recovers smallpox. At least none of my children are dying from smallpox. My friend just died of smallpox, no doubt. Yeah. There goes my bodyguards, which you ought to employ stuff you right now. You'll do. Okay, Gozo is no longer infected. Another friend of mine just died of smallpox. And what is this? Invited to a grand wedding. At this time? No, I can't leave. That would end the seclusion. Damn, he was the best marshal we've ever had. You got smallpox too. Well, whenever you recover, it doesn't affect your marshals. Damn. "52 fatalities from this disease." Yes. Ever since the age of the Vikings began, coastal settlements around the North Sea have been raided regularly. We're in Britannia. The Danelaw has been established and serves as a permanent foothold for the Northman raiders. I'm sitting fasting. I'm killing Fasti. Holds to claim England and Denmark due to close family ties. We're able to consolidate his claim? The savages. He's looking to form the North Sea, and already has. The North Sea's formed. I knew that getting older would mean doing everything slower, but I didn't think it would come to a halt till my death. Lately I feel constant malaise and everything takes more out of than before. I'm worried if I lie down I will not be able to get up again. There's no doubt that my time is running out. I can feel not but the death's sweet embrace to claim me. Oh, I have to wait. Finally, the plague has left the realm. We must take this opportunity to rise from the chaos it left in its wake. Now we emerge from the wreckage of the old world, and the time has come to consider the new. We will spare no expense to rebuild, so development growth jumps up big time for the next 5 years due to major disease recovery. Oh yeah. I'm still feeling... Oh, now I'm ill. Near death, though. Well, Abu Bakr, you are young. You've got a lot of years ahead of you. You should take responsibility to help make Malta a great one. But I'll be holding on to it for a few years. Not the last of the disease is gone. It ended here in Malta. All thanks to no stone unturned. Especially from simple earthworks. Which we could continue to build that up more. So I guess we shall go raiding again. As development now continues, but a lot faster than before. How does it compare to Salerno, though? 25. Maybe we could catch up to them. Just to show how great this island could be. Raise it up. I may be infirm, but I don't give a damn. I'm willing to lead. 168. The number of levies we get isn't as great as we had hoped. Is that all you got? Well, in this case. Well, there's these two holdings. Very valuable. Undisturbed by warfare. It's part of a holy war, which... Oh, you're the one that's attacking. That's good. We'll be coming right over. Hey, put on a naval speed. Just to get there faster. Yeah. As I do have a rival from across the Mediterranean that has issues with me. Check it. Now that you gave them a Carver's Guild, development's still excellent. Keep it up. We want to catch up to 25. We want to be as developed as Salerno. Stefania's intricate web weaver. As soon as I just landed, I had some free time, so I stood outside, gazing at the clouds and trying to see if I could make out any shapes in them. That cloud looks like a powerful, majestic person, like me, the Pirate Lord. Since you are subjected to a holy war and an independence war, you shall raid the coast all along it. Oh yeah, these places are ripe for it. Move up. The settlement thus, Vex. This important stronghold in the greater Vex has fallen to my raiders. We have run the vast tracts of land, and many of the Courtiers soldiers shining treasures from mere useless to choose from. The troops stand ready, waiting for my command to give them direction. Bring me boundless plunder. Give me more. A frontier like Sicily, situated at the crossroads of civilization, attracts the attention of outsiders like bees to honey. For years, distant realms from across the Mediterranean competed militarily, politically, religiously, and economically to control this wondrous, beautiful, and lucrative land. The Latin West has emerged as the most powerful force in Sicily, and the regional ruling class, that is, the local elite, has origins in, or at least close ties to, that world. One can say that this frontier has been maintained under such imperiality for now. Yet this is a hollow dominance, for the region is drained of the resources and vitality. And underneath this veneer of stability is the unpredictable, capricious nature of the frontier. It is not implausible that one day, whether through attacks by ravenous outsiders, eternal squabbling, or both, that the frontier of Sicily will emerge as the fateful arena of the Mediterranean once more. The history is full of twists. History of Sicily is full of twists and turns. So this is going to cause a development decline if left unattended, but it also hurts the holding tax here and a bit of that popular opinion. Not the worst thing in the world, because we do have means to get things developing faster. Like right now, we're still good. We can make it more once we have a large city. Man. Gets part of culture tradition. The recent wave of Arabic migrants are still here. So we should invest on making this into a large city, which will definitely help us out here. At least locally. Don't worry about him. Flames and screams surround me in Raqqa as my army plunders for valuable goods and prisoners. The acrid stench of burning flesh fills the air, and I feel a beautiful cocktail of blood and dirt drying on my face. But then among the wreckage, a small doll cast aside in the dirt. I feel compelled to look at it. Its small button eyes and hand-stitched smiles remind me of the innocence waiting for me back home. Even caked in mud, its soft hair feels so delicate in my hand, I can't help but think that this would make a perfect gift for one of the children at court. So they would love this. Hey, don't stand idle now. 2 more places to raid, here and there. Move on. Caliph Abdullah owns this land personally, but no need to worry. He's in the middle of travel and he's not leading his army. He's in the middle of fighting 2 different wars, so easy distraction for us. Monastir. This is where that disease started. As I lay upon my bed, prostrated by my sickness and cursing my weak, failing body, I could barely make out the human figure approaching me. Their slow steps and heavy sounds are starting to scare me. They must guess my unease from the faint sounds of leaving my mouth and jerky moves of my hands, for their steps and hurry, and soon a warm hand is holding my own, and a familiar face enters my field. Hush, Isma'il, it's just me, Rana. Oh, how pains me to see you like this. I wish I could do anything to ease your discomfort. Please stay with me. Just do this for once, for the sake of health. Took the man's wife. Okay, one more place to raid, because it's not much loot, but that'll be good enough for us. Before we can return to Lampedusa. Because we're saving that money to build a large city. As we do not have the ability to build a keep. To make things better here. Especially when it comes to economic buildings. Another doll. Here you go. At the max. Here in 2 months. It's part of the domain anyhow. So we come back, we recover a bit, and then we resume raiding. Yeah, all along the coast is valuable. Alright. I know that as of late, my pirate keeps returning. The cargo holds a very good amount of valuables. Prizes also take regularly to join on. All in all, great performance. 86 gold. There you go. Let's recover for a bit. Oh, my apologies. Apparently I was secluded the whole damn time. Hey up. Off you go. Come on, pay, pay, pay. We got a large city to build here. Build her up. Take you 2 years' time. Since everything is built faster, since we're still developing the place, which also in turn makes construction build faster. My wife died of pneumonia. I'm about a spouse. Need someone with great stewardship skill. Doesn't matter the age at this point, since I got good enough children. You'll do. Whenever you recover. Should you survive on a trip to here. Consumption. The mayor from Lombardy died. It's 385 for this. While traveling across the plains by the Mount of Malta, I find a makeshift looking stall by the side of the deck. I stop to take a look. A peasant by the name of Gregoria jumps into action, trying to convince you to buy one of the small Shahada Arabic she has on sale. Make to buy here, my lord. Each one takes hours to work. I'll talk to her and see what I can learn about salesmanship. Anything to get this there faster. No, I'm not going to become architect by then, since I'm infirm now. But getting one more perk would do. Ah, nephew. You know. Yeah, that Siculo-Arabic presence had been marginalized big time. And no doubt with Catholicism they're getting rid of Islamic presence or becoming visible little minorities moving up there. And Ismailism is the Ismaili spread in Sicily is complete. I guess it's caught on. And one would think I would, oh, I don't know, convert to the local faith. Which doesn't seem, well, Sarism has served me well, but the difference between that and this is, it does give me struggle submission. Esotericism is always nice. Legalism, that's just for factionalism. Like this makes just a virtue. It's still a virtue under Ismailism. Also has Takia, which conversion resistance, which characters and counties may sometimes reconvert back to the faith if led astray. Intrigue lifestyle, gee, where have you been all my life? I should have been Shia the whole time. But it still has struggle and submission and allows to become an adventurer. Now, doctrinal differences. Crime doctrines. Witchcraft is criminal under Sharism, but in Shiism it's shunned, not criminal. Everything is largely the same. Wait, what? Because I noticed the word gentlewoman, I'm like, what? The Caliph is a woman? Can you believe that? The heck? Someone's called the Pirate King. Huh. Why do you like that? Well, Ismailism is a small minority further east, but it made great strides to spread in North Africa. And Asharism, like they had a significant presence, but it soon has become marginalized to a visible minority. Everybody's Catholic up there. And it kind of makes you think, which is probably a suggestion for you people. Do you think that we should all go Shia too? Like we just become a different breed of Muslim now? We try to... Oh, look at the fervor. The fervor is so low that it's prone to heresy. Mohammedanism is still a thing over there. That's another part of Sunni. Methodism was recently introduced there, I think. Whoever did this. Ah, that was you. Yeah, it basically started there. Yeah. Some time ago, which we never paid much attention to it. Look at the religion map. Fascinated by it. Islamism is another branch of Shia. Zionism, which we've seen some of that in Egypt, is another branch of Shia. Azakism, that's different. But it seems the strongest presence of Asharism besides in the Middle East and Central Asia is up in Mordvinia, which is led by our nephew, who has adopted the culture, but he's keeping the faith up there. You know, one must think that it's like, well, shit. In the reality of local politics and all that, it's almost like you think we should just be Isma'il and be Shia instead. I mean, it does have some advantages over Sharism, especially +1 virtue. The fatwa thing, which we forgot to mention, may condemn their sinful vassals. Condemned vassals in criminals. We kind of never utilized that. I never paid much attention to that. It's almost like this is, like I'm starting to think this is a better option now. But still, that's kind of partly the reason why I haven't even bothered converting. Plus, the fervor of Ismailism is higher than of Asharism. But in the short term, just focus on piracy. Isma'il, my dear friend, I was once again reminded of your victory against Compatibility. Sorry. Decided to write a poem about your triumph. Now this is clear in the throat. Quarrel and Rage. A work of poetry dedicated to Isma'il's victory over the friendless Compatibility. Written by Isma'il's good friend Ronald. Where other men speak silvered words, our hero himself in iron girds, then all self troubles he takes field. His smiting blows too harsh to heal. Ha! I'll send a copy to let him know. Yeah, I still have issues with that, man. What of it? Almost up to 20 with this. Anyways, let's go on a raid. Consumption took him. Oh, matter of fact, hang on. Do we have, no, not yet. We'll support it once we finish the raid. My clothes changed. Just noticed that. Right, perhaps it's we're in a different era. It's a different fashion. Not sure what's going on. Okay, switch to something else. How about scholarship focus? Start going towards medicine. I mean, one would think. The whole body, yeah. Use that for more development growth. Just get as much developed as you can. And now, with the scholar focus, yep, development growth just increased for switching that. Yeah. If you were a scholar, that would be excellent. One of my servants recently just experienced a personal tragedy. As a beloved child died from illness, the servant is, of course, now in mourning. Look of utmost grief on the oft-dead, tear-stained face. All the other servants, even a few members of my court, are doing their best to comfort this servant of mine. So perhaps I should offer at least a few kind words as well. Well, I'll say I'm sincerely sorry for your loss and the pain that you are going through. Oh no, not again. That's another smallpox. It has no chance of being infected here yet. Oh, Koranism continues to spread. Oh, why don't we just take up Koranism? Because I had a few connections with those Koranists down there. And I'm sure they'll turn to it too. Now, Koranism, take a look at that. This is of the Zandaka. Advantage against co-religious +5. Okay. Like Sunnism, they do have fatwa, and like Shiism, they have taqiyya. But the main difference that separates them and the others is literalism. May debate with other lords around cost of opinion. Makes the traits, those of learning skill and scholar more virtuous. The sense of virtues remain the same. But the big difference is fundamentalism, which adherents of other faiths will have opinion penalties of 200%. Convergence, county conversion on speed, 200%. Counties of other faiths are more likely to join factions. Increased danger from heresies and that low fervor. And revoke landed titles from hostile and evil individuals or on occurring tyranny. But the minority vassal opinion, they're not going to like you that much. That is a dangerous gamble. Like, what if I get rid of it and just go Koranist then? However, it's far more restrictive. Same-sex relations criminal, so is deviancy, adultery, witchcraft, insane still accepted. Yeah, so they're far more restrictive as, again, the Koranists are, they're the literalist interpretation of Islam that emphasizes that the Quran is the only source of divine wisdom and should be followed to the letter, ignoring hadith and fatwas. The hadith is temporal, whereas they don't need one. The Quran is. Well, I mean, there's this, with the whole thing of, pirated devotion winning holy wars and additional bonus when completing a successful pilgrimage. Whereas you guys, these Koranists, there's no benefit of getting that, but at least it has what the Shia has. It's almost like they just take both of what's good for Sunni and what's good for Shia, but they do not have struggle or submission. And they're more fundamentalist. And if you do that, Koranism does appear. It does appear in Delta, but I convert here. But does that mean, will Malta go Koranist too? Or should I just reject it and stick with being what you are for the time being? Although it does have advantages. Unless we're going to use Koranism as a temporary, not middle ground. That's kind of inappropriate. Middle ground between the Sunni of southern Italy and the Shia of Sicily and northern Africa. but it does give us advantage against co-religionists. And you know, one last thing. Koranist is not an involved faith in the Sicilian struggle, which, you know, matter of fact, since there is no Sicilian struggle right now as it's over, which can be restarted in the meantime. You know what, the fervor is so low and there is no Shari presence here in Malta, so I'll say this for once. You know, they do have some good points, after I've been doing a lot of pondering. And this is happening when a man is infirm. He's not well, so the entire family will go Koranist. With my decision to convert to Koranism, I arranged for the Imam to come, the court to conduct the rites. With the fate of my immortal soul in question, I can only pray that I've made the right decision. Metaphysical aside, my most immediate concern is temporal. With most of my vows following a different faith, will I be able to keep my realm united against eternal rebellions and foreign opportunities alike? Well, at least I have Agathon to guide me. So, no. This will remain Isma'il. And I have no plans to turn Malta into a Koranist territory. That's for just in case if I decided to go Shia. Alright? When that time comes. Like whenever the Sicilian struggle restarts, I should go Shia. Or sorry, as long as you have the piety to convert, that's all that matters. For now, we're using Koranist as a way of being more defensive intensive. If we ever get involved in a fight, then we have the advantage against those fellow co-religionists. Station them here. This is gonna help them definitely. Now, enough religious debate and theology talk. Let's raid. Because these guys are still at war, so there's plenty of loot to be had, and watch out for disease. Yep. Koranism is now the religion of the land of Egypt. Because that remained Koranist, and now this is a whole too. Koranism has spread to what is this area? The duchy. What doing? Near Wali. So parts of Palestine too has gone Koranist. So it's likely for the rest of Ismail's reign he'll be a Koranist. And it's doubtful that his children, and those of the Maltese rulers, will keep that faith and will likely go Shia the moment it presents itself. Right now we're using Koranism because we have Egyptian connections. Beautiful wooden warrior. A beautifully crafted little toy trinket be sure to bring a smile to the face of any child. Can carry a lot more loot now than ever. Oh, up there is very valuable. Let's get through there first. Again, We had to get rid of Asharism because I had such low fervor that I felt that it's like it's not as prominent as it once was. War of Independence continues. Alright, disease is leaving, which means we can raid there now. But there's some great value up there. Let's head up there. 100 casualties, 100 casualties. Okay, stick to the coast then. Maybe the disease will leave Tunis, because that one's valuable up there. Trust me, I've been there. Used to be a temporary residence there. Courtiers, you're a fortune builder. Again, we're saving the money to improve the mosque. Okay, I guess we just hug the coast then. Because if you try to go up further, you're going to take casualties. Rana just died. $40. $19 now. Compared to Salerno's 25. Soon to be 26 in future. Whoa. Tunis is angry. Prepare for a fight. They're still gathering, but I think we can get away with it. Some valuable people we brought over. Tell you what, raid Cartagena, then go home. 3 months, okay. Yeah, the number of days. We'll be out of here by that time, as they continue to gather. The army of the Fatimids still gathering. We can get away with it. Very bold of you. Pay up. Just in case you decide to go Shia, there's that option. To make it cheaper. Unless you want to revert back to Sunnism, but whatever you wish. Bring me mountainous plunder, putting it at the max. Yes. Go home. will be here in 4 months. We should consider raiding Sardinia next. Alright, coinage. That means development growth will continue. Additional building slots will be excellent, but 21 years till we get battlements. Years versus 18 years. Having an initial building slot would do wonders for us, militarily and economically. So I'll have to go for that option. Because I think we could be as... Damn it. Just had another thought. I mean, we can get this up. But if we really want the good stuff, such as these military buildings here, you've got to have the keep and that certain innovation. That would help you out. Can't win them all. I guess I'd rather have another building slot. That would be beneficial for the short term. Barely there. Haha. Can't stop thinking about where Theodore's loyalties lie. Is he a true friend or just single friend? Perhaps a little test will put my mind at rest. One of my agents, a fake secret, an anonymous gift, or to make it betray my trust. No, 3 beautiful women, ready and willing. I believe this chooses carnal pleasures over true friendship. I don't know about that. I mean, I think he's more wealthy. There's a lot to give involved gold. I believe money will do. Proves loyalty. Paid me back. Gotcha. Made the right call. Thank you for kind of a heads up. Now upgrade the temple grounds. Upgrade the mosque, which will give me more tax income. A few more levies and a bigger garrison. That Latin ruling class thing is what's causing that to happen, but we could fix that. I received reports today that one of my pirate ships captured a prize full of Quranist pilgrims, my own faith. The captain of the ship of the pirate ship intends to hurl one into the slavery. There will be consequences if I authorize such despicable behavior. I don't give a damn. Sell everyone to slavery. We don't discriminate to which religion it is. Made it up to 20. Keep it up. Oh, I see what's going on. But what are we missing of what just expired? The Connaught. Can't do that until 9 more years. I won't be around for that long. Well, look at that. They've won their independence. Contact Mediterranean pirates. Need money. Give me more booty. We got 87 gold. Really don't give a damn about legitimacy. Your account. It doesn't mean much unless you're at the lowest level. You know, if I were you, like I would build it in a trade port for development growth as well as control growth, so that wouldn't be much of an issue if there's going to be cases. Like there's another disease out there started there. But, oh no, not again. We may have one in our hands here. Really? No cost. Guess you could stick with that then. We may have another disease outbreak. This is deepest in this hole in my heart. Lulu to me so was a constant companion and confidant. And to have ripped away from my life feels like a mortal wound which I'll never recover. My hand clasped the note he gave me. The last note he will ever give me. I realized bitterly I tried to read it. All I could do is move away from my face. That the precious words contained within it are not washed away by my tears. There was a crowd of many mourners around me. I never felt so alone. I need to be strong and move forward. The braveness in me says. Ongoing heartache for the rest of my life. Now I'm more prone to stress than ever. Fortunately, it does have increased levy size a bit for this county. But all we need is a lot more money, which we can build it. Development 21. Big problem. Well, it's not going to be a problem until a couple of years' time. It's in regards to Quranism, which is hostile, yes. Popular opinion of all those things. Yeah, they're going to be a real problem. So I think you should go for Ismailism. That Quranist thing was a bit nonsensical when you think about it. I think it's better off you should be on a local basis. Instead of trying to spread Sharism here. By the will of Allah, why am I so sore? I slept well as I usually do. But whenever I stretch, I can feel my bones. Oh, it's fucking... as they scrape against the shirt. I stare down my hands, clearly observing the nails, yellowing of age, the top of the skin that's wrinkling more than I like. It's difficult to manage the youth that I once searched through this flesh, hot and vital. My body's beginning to slow down. 7% chance it will spread to here. Right, the Korean Murshid approaches me with a worried expression on his face. My lord, I've grown increasingly concerned about your Siculo-Arabic scale armor and the state of other disrepair has fallen into. It's coming apart. Might be too late to restore it now, but not all is lost. If you allow me, I could break it down to useful parts to be used in a future artifact. It could still be saved, don't it? Yeah, I think it's my time to go. I'm near death. Hope he's ready to rule. Although I did name Xena as the favorite child. Right on. Nope. Still around. Though poor health, which I could still go anytime. But if I ever catch smallpox, that's the end of me. One last raid for my life. I remember I wished to... Oh man. Thanks to, you know, a couple of buildings, especially improving this here mosque, with the temple grounds with the increased levy size. We can upgrade this further. Adds a bit more tax, plague resistance, control growth. Control isn't going to be much of an issue anymore. And these circles here can be upgraded further. Just each tax that the mosque brings, I mean, that's what we're using that for. As a way of getting more tax out of it to go in our coffers. Knowing that enlarging the size of our levies, which we have it now, and more control growth. Yeah. You know what? Screw it. Do go for Ismailism right now, before you die. It's alright, you don't have to convert. You know, I don't really cooperate that much, so it doesn't cost that much, so do convert. Yeah, we're having spiritual debates here. Shahrism, Quranism. Well, ultimately, I think Shiism, by Shiism we mean Ismailism, is the way. The Shia faith that considers the line of true Imams, those better with divine knowledge and infallibility to run through the Ismail bin Jafar, they're known as the Seveners, as Ismail was the seventh Imam after Muhammad. I don't think there's much in the way of unique decisions related to Shiism unless you go, what do you call, you know, the ones with the Fedayeen. But that's from this. Don't think they have anything like that. And there's that one, which also has all these virtues similar to Sunni and Shia there. We're only doing that because Isma'il is dominant in Sicily, and it's likely whenever we return, well, we know by the time in our future when we return to southern Italy, where we rightfully belong, there's a very good chance that holy war for the kingdom of Sicily oh dear. Hey, you know what? Wait. Why don't you just raid Salerno? Look at the loot. Its development's being held right now because of a major disease here, which has not come to Malta. I mean, there is a danger that it could spread to other areas. So yeah, why don't you just raid Salerno and its countryside? All the great loot is there. I mean, we can carry a lot more. Let me see. I'm willing to go with the people that are still on me. Ah, of course. We want shit done. Yes, I'll offer a hook gun myself. I actually want to get rid of him to stop that holy war. Because I don't want him going to Sicily. Last assassination plot. Should have done it earlier. And the alternative is if he wasn't at war, I would have invited him to the murder feast. Because you know I have that ability, you know? And you know, the more you develop this island, the more vulnerable for diseases to either pop up or to spread to there. Sure. If I catch smallpox, that's the end of me. Yeah, we're hitting them where they're not looking. Can't believe I'm raiding my place of birth. But there's so much good loot there that we just can't ignore it. And also we converted to Shia out of practicality because of popular opinion. Because had I stayed Koranis, those people would be up in revolt and we can't stop it for a peasant revolt. So much loot over there. Boatloads of it. We're gonna need a few more advantages than that. Shit, countermeasure. Arbitrary arrest. Secrecy for opposing schemes. Oh, not so secretive now. I mean, I'm already a known murderer. If I do this, it doesn't mean much to me as I'm already a known criminal. I'm a pirate. Ah, shit. Stressed. Lately it feels like I'm being distracted by the base thoughts and erotic fantasy of all the hardships of my everyday life. It's become too easy to lose myself in daydreams and forget about reality. These desires are clearly interfering with my life. What should I do about them? Orthodox Christianity, what are you, nuts? A trip to the brothel will bring me relief, even though I am impotent and infirm, so this doesn't mean much other than I can spend time with women, but I can't do, you know, whatever, you know, consenting people like to do. Watch it there. It's smallpox territory. I don't think I could go to visit a brothel because you're in the army right now. At least nobody's attempted to try to kill me for shit. They know. Now they new countermeasure, redouble guards. Now there's no way that we can kill him now. Screw it. He's gonna have Sicily. Establish his presence in the island of Sicily itself. Disease is left here, so right there. Just go along the coast. And we'll soon come around and loot these places. Lots of gold here. Recently detected an attempt on someone that can only be a part of my council to smear me among the courtiers, guests, and vassals of mine are suitable to be influenced. This bad word about me can only be spoken out of contempt about my person, which without proof points to perhaps Emilia Yagana of Malta, my wife. It's tempted to disclose the true intriguer. You know who I am? I'm the master of intrigue. Oh. What are you doing? Zupania of Vesta. You're going to Capua to establish your presence there. Orasco uncovered. My inquiry to the matter of rumors circulating about myself was a successful act of ingenious investigation and thinking. It was with a sense of victory and relief, but at the same time it was disgust I learned about the antics of gilding concerning the lies spread about me. Job well done. Pays 98 gold to me. Thank you very much. 41 gold. Let's head to there. Disease is finally going away there. My spies informed me the waters and ports controlled by Wali Latifa. That's a team of prey to plunder. Less side of it's worth that target's particular route by unleashing my pirate fleet upon these waters and ports. Do it! We need money by other means. He's building simple pastures. Provides tax and some levies. Fair enough. Like to improve these though. Adds 4 level and some tax. And at the same time improving this, which eventually gives me some levy size provided. We can hold a lot more. Thanks to, you know, higher development, meaning more levies. And more levies means more gold to carry. That's the beauty of practiced pirates. 22 now, but it's starting to slow down a bit due to the existing development. It's not getting as much as it used to. I guess we've done a very good job at turning this, you know, within 13 years ever since we took over Malta, we've developed the heck out of that island. Raid Amalfi, why the hell not? It's part of, what realm's that? Part of whatever is Sotto Benevento. Shouldn't disturb us. This is definitely going to fill our coffers here. Oh boy. Christian pilgrims to the Holy Land suffer all manner of abuse and their routes fraud and danger. In order to protect the pilgrims secure Jerusalem for Christ and the faithful, His Holiness Babes Callistus has accepted the possibility of outright invasion by joint Christian forces. This could be the beginning of unprecedented Christian aggression. Allah protect us. What caused it? Is it because of Quranism that's been caught on? I mean, there's still Sharism there. Or has, you know, the Muslim majority has creeped up into somewhere else. Orthodox Amazigh, what the heck? Can't be that. Okay, we got all the loot we can carry. Bring her home. And then we'll end the episode from there. See, this whole piracy venture was a great lucrative thing to do. So now it takes years to get everything developed now. Because the momentum we had to increase development isn't there anymore. They're occupying. They really want parts of the island of Sicily. And he knows Sicily, the island itself, is a very volatile island. Which is a lot of Sicilians, along with some Siculo-Arabs. But everybody there's, which at least they finally stabilized it here. But it would be unstable for Apulia. I don't think I'll survive this round of illness. But continue to make improvements. Build it up. The what? Where do you find that faith? Oh, over here. Down in Abyssinia. Interesting. Now hold on, before we end the episode, just see if he recovers or not. Okay, now it's pneumonia. Okay, he's definitely gonna die. But wait. Let me see. Let me pet my dog to lose the stress. As I stroke Shadow's black fur, I could feel my worries dissipate. To have someone's unwavering loyalty, and they know they will always stay by my side. If only people around me were more like you, Shadow. We sat together for many more minutes, his tail wagging and my shoulders relaxing, until I'm ready to face the world again. Thank you, my friend. And let's visit the brothel because I'm gonna die, so why not do this? As I'm an infirm, sickly man. A woman in my lap, and everything and everyone. The brothel has over my beck and call. Nothing releases a mind like a good release. Here I come, girls. I lay in the tangle of limbs, a woman straddling me as release and relief shudders through me. My mind is calmer as it has been in weeks. Still my impulse races. Magnificent. Once more. Come here, girls. Just want to get rid of all my stress and there I go. Be sure to hold a funeral for me, alright? That's what this money is going to be spent on. Once everything's fully reinforced, and then you can start making some fortune again. In the middle of engage a discussion of blessings, I see Princess Antiquity across the room frowning. As I always meet, she frowns and looks away quickly, as big as a fool as usual. You, leave me be. What the hell are you doing here? For years, I've swept out on devastating raids, bringing the full fury of Allah to the trembling world. For surely you would disapprove. He would have struck me down by now. Oh, he will. Instead, my household sleeps surrounded by stolen fineries of foreign rulers, and exotic slaves warm my bed. Truly noble and peasant-like crowd my approach, and parents, silent children, crying children to threat that I'll visit. Ha! Let them weep my name. At least I'll be known as a raider for my final years of my life. +2 prowess, +3, no, +2 march, +3 prowess. And somehow, I have beaten pneumonia. And we're actually going to end that episode here, because I don't want to continue further. Somehow, Isma'il still lives. He still lives, ladies and gentlemen. So we hope you people have enjoyed this episode of piracy and changes of religion and possibly a change in politics. Because we're still waiting for, oh, I don't know. Like I wish that man, my nephew, wouldn't be leading this army, so Sultan III can become Sultan IV when he takes Apulia Salento to reunite the realm once more. Caesarism is nearly all gone from southern Italy as a majority, and has been reduced to, again, visible minorities. So who knows what other significant change that may come to here in future, while this round of piracy continues, as we have basically reached the limits that we can do. Skip 4 days till have this structure finished. Okay, there you go. And such. But we can hope that in the next episode, as I said, piracy will continue. When he passes, and Abu Bakr it'll be his turn. So he'll be a genius. Hopefully he hasn't had relations already. He's well traveled. So we hope you people have enjoyed this episode, as more of the same will continue, except we'll prioritize from less development and go more into just collect taxes. Get a lot of the main taxes out of it, because we're ready to receive such great benefits and all that and more. But till then, so long for now.